1, 2, 3. Hi, we're the Akron family. We're so excited to be here on Soundcheck Toronto, where we'll be playing a song for you fine Torontonians. And I think we're going to go shop for some records, so let's give that a shot. This is going to be great, you guys. I'm so excited. Thanks.
Real excited about our guest today. They have a fantastic new album, Subverses. If you don't have it, I encourage you to pick it up just over here. Welcome them back, Akron family.
Is this Dope Smoker? Yeah.
Is that Dope Smoker?
Yeah.
Weird album cover.
I was watching this prog rock documentary and they were talking to Carl Palmer from ELP, and he had this solid steel drum set that had I think it was 1.5 inch thick shells, solid steel, and they had to put it on its own truck because it was so heavy. And one drum could be lifted by one person.
What does it sound like? It's insane.
He said it sounded like shit. He didn't care.
We're here at Sonic Boom Records, and we're about to partake in a secret Santa type record exchange with each other. I'm going to be getting a record for...
Don't say it, dude. Don't say it.
Oh, do I say it or not?
No,
say
you
it?
don't say it. That's the
It's
secret.
secret. Oh, okay, it's secret. Okay. I'm just going to Santa. Okay. For this person.
Ooh, I'm going to be good one for this dude.
Let the shopping begin. Santa, and I picked Dana, who is the drummer in Akron family, and I have been playing music together since we were 12, so I've seen him go through many different tastes of music.
All right, let's find something for Seth. I feel like Seth has been listening to too much Johnny Cash, and so we gotta get him out of that.
So I'm here shopping for Yedis, which is awesome because he loves a lot of music. He's a voracious listener, but it's also tough because he's got a killer record collection.
He's way into that War on Drugs album.
And he also listens to a lot of just really weird Moroccan music with those finger snappers. Things just go click, 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 click. It's really rhythm driven, It's just all just click, 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 click for a half an hour. He loves Terry Riley.
Dana's most recent taste?
I heard that. I know who Seth's getting for.
Let's see. What is Dana recently
I think maybe Summer Sun might be my jam. We were just in England and I saw them. We played at a festival that they were playing, and I saw their performance, and they played one of those tracks from I'm Not Afraid of You and I'll Kick Your Ass, or that record, They played this one track that's it's a 10-minute jam, and they definitely played it for about 20 minutes. It was cool.
Ed loves a lot of music. I feel like he's been doing a lot of work with dancehall artists in Jamaica lately, which has been really amazing. And I think he's really moved by producing artists and by emerging artists.
I actually was lucky enough to get to make a record with these guys a couple years ago.
Is that right?
Yeah. These are my homies, Shanti and Cedric. Amazing guys. Yeah, spent some time down in Jamaica. at their studio and recording with them. I mean, it's pretty much my favorite record from when I was in college in 2000, 2001. And to get to all these years later, I get to work with them is like a complete mind bender.
He listens to a lot of like crazy like house music and stuff like that, which is stuff that I just would never ever listen to.
Lately, I've been into Elvis, some rockabilly stuff. Pretty cool. Green Telephone kind of vibe. What else? He likes Can, sort of. It's a $104 Can record.
Doing a camera with stuff.
That record. That's like my favorite record. One of my favorite records. All right, guys. Can we just talk about Tretch's Machete on the cover here? 91. Yeah, totally. 1991. I was a young boy at the time, and I loved that album. It's so good. And then when 1993 came out, I was like, Mom, you gotta take me to go get this. Let's go. And we went, and she bought it for me, but there was like an explicit lyrics tag on it, and she was like, I could see her questioning whether or not should let me listen to it, but it was cool. She let me listen to it, and then we put it in the car on the way home. It was just awkward because I'm over here like kind of like singing the words like to the window, and she's driving and just listening to this, just like, what did I just buy for my son?
Rockabilly. Ooh, rockabilly. Yeah. This could be good. Yeah, I think we could expand your horizons here a little bit.
Oh my God, maybe I should get him a Skrillex record. So I watched on YouTube, there's like a Who is Skrillex? I was like, who is Skrillex?
And he loves Bruce Springsteen too. Holy smokes. Look at this thing. Look at how young he looks there. That's nuts.
Mirror Man. This is so sick.
What?
Tarot Plane. This is one of the most killer grooves. Oh my God. I haven't shopped for records for a long time. I'm starting to get really excited. This was one of the first times I ever took acid. I listened to this record and it totally blew my mind. Ged is new to the Dead, and he likes a lot of the later 70s stuff, which is really great and definitely deeper cuts. This is kind of an easy sell, but just this recording is so badass. On a cultural level, I feel like they allowed all of their failures to be totally transparent, which I think is really radical, because everyone always dials everything in to such an extent that it sounds almost like it's not alive.
Tristan Palma Showcase, Roots Radix, which is, in my opinion, probably one of the finest backing bands for roots reggae. Flabba Holt, greatest bass player of all time. So here's where we're gonna get Seth. We're gonna get this Tristan Palma record. It's good. It's like real deep roots, heavy dub. But he's got a real sweet voice, beautiful high voice, almost very feminine.
It's much better to get people things they want and things you think they would like. Things that you want them to want. No, I'm not trying to do that. I stopped doing that with gifts.
Merry pranksters.
Not as good as the next record.
The whole pile's up there, dude.
That's amazing. Yeah, the back. It's my favorite record. And Weezer stole the cover too.
Hey, let's not point fingers, man. Let's just take the whole thing and rotate it. There you go. Beach Boys. Yeah, dude.
I like that swimsuit.
It's fun.
I'm into that. Yeah, that's fun.
Oh man, They're just toying with you. Who organized this deck?
Stephen Stills.
It wasn't me.
Who set you up?
Spacer.
Sweetheart,
Wrong drugs.
Sweetheart shit. New York City.
Yeah.
Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Psychedelic Gallagher.
Psychedelic Gallagher.
Mustard.
Barry Manilow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Burt Wonderstone.
Oh, there you go.
My first show was a show called this band Date Rape with Aspirin Feast and Mr. Yuck. And there were a bunch of riot girls that were outside the show, and they were just like protesting the show. And I was 10 years old. It was before I started going to shows at the YMCA. And when my neighbors, older brothers, took me to the show because they were watching me and his friend, me and my friend, his brother. They took us to the show, and I was terrified. But I was also totally like super excited because it was just so violent and subversive and insane and dirty, and I was really blown away. I definitely love Fugazi. That they were like the greatest band I ever saw, probably, besides seeing the Boredoms, who's another of the best bands in the world. But yeah, seeing Fugazi when I was, I guess the first time I saw him, I was 12 or 13. I saw him at the Redmond YMCA, and it was so amazing.
One of the first movies that disturbed me like deeply, I had this VHS tape with Wild at Heart by David Lynch, and I was like 8 or 9 or something when I saw it, and I would, it was my VHS, and I just always play it, and I was always watching that movie. But there's some pretty weird moments in that movie, man. Like when the mother's like drawing the lipstick on her face.
Johnny.
I was always just like, what is that? And then when Willem Dafoe grabs Lulu.
This is a great movie. You ever seen this movie? I was really into that when I was a kid. He's like sort of like Bruce Springsteen type figure, rock and roller, and then he kills himself at the end of the movie. And then he comes back. I think there's Eddie and the Cruisers Part 2. On the dark side, oh yeah. You know that?
I think this is the one though. Girls, girls, girls. Look at all those girls. They get these descriptions of all the girls. Tuesday, into your life she comes, gliding seductively towards you, a sensual smile on her lips, her eyes full of promises. She's wild and daring, a pouting nymph. Suddenly, she's a poised young woman.
Oh yeah, here we go. I played this the other day. This was a longtime favorite of mine. I played this, and he was really moved by this. So this could be another good one.
So what do we got?
So far.
All right, I found it. It's down there. And this is it. Why am I picking this record? Because I know what my friend likes.
The Dead, I mean, it's like my friend Jesse who's like writing a book about the Dead right now. The way he puts it is that the Dead are not subculture, they're counterculture. And I feel like I think that's a really apt description. I feel like they are more punk than most punks. I feel like they take way more risks than most punk bands, and people made it about the lifestyle, but it was really about the music, which is really the Fugazi kind of ethos. The politics are something that are an outcropping in the natural way that like making countercultural statements in music like puts you at odds with culture, and so the politics sort of naturally come out of the music, which is something that I feel really inspired by, even though I was kind of politics first when I started making music in a lot of ways, but really it's just after feeling totally alienated from life, you get to a certain point where you find some other people that don't fit in either, and you just want to like band together. record for Ged.
Oh yeah.
Legacy Live Dead.
There we go.
First acid
Classic.
trip.
Yeah. That was your first acid trip?
Yep.
Now it's my.
I know
It's
it's
got
like
the William Tell ending on St. Stephen.
yeah,
Oh,
the
nice.
11
Classic.
on
11
it
jam
is
is incredible.
unbelievable.
I love the 11.
He gave that record to me too
I did.
for a birthday, right? Christmas birthday.
I always thought it sucked. I just thought it was really terrible. And then one day I woke up and all the things that I hated about it, I liked about it. So, you know, I mean, that's just how life is sometimes, I think. You just have no idea.
Especially with taste.
Especially with taste, yeah. It's cool. You get older and you get into shit you never thought you would like. But that's great. That's the way it should be.
That's how we got him to join our band too.
Yeah.
So Dana,
Yeah, dude.
Dana, I picked out 4 records for you. There's one that would
If
be.
this has the
there's-
remix on it,
there's,
then I'm in.
There's one that would be the one I would choose to give to you.
Okay.
But this one, I couldn't remember if you said that you were getting into this record and you really were into it, or it was because of the bad remixes that was on at the venue. It was the bad remix. Okay.
It's a good record, though.
But this is a great record, and I used to
It
listen
is
to
a
this
good
a lot
album.
in my mom's
My
car.
mom's-
So
yeah, my
this
mom's
isn't one that
It's a
I would
mom's
have
car
that I would have. This wasn't the final pick, but this was in the last 4.
That one
fine album.
Ged does have a amazing dance hall version of Fast Car that is
Yeah,
like
it's really
devastating.
good.
It's
Yeah.
like tearjerker.
Lovers Rock.
Oh,
Yeah,
so
heavy.
good. Yeah.
Beautiful.
Oh, so this is the one that this is the one that
Yeah.
I think I would choose to give to you.
Oh yeah, hell yeah, man. There you
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
go. Yep, only the lonely, Frankie.
It's pretty good.
This
That's
is
a
the
good
one that I played.
It's all right.
It's all right.
Yeah, man. I was having a moment in Canada
Yeah,
with this record.
when I played it for you.
Exactly.
Well, I played
On
it.
the other side of the country.
Yeah, in Canada. So it was meaningful on multiple levels.
Exactly.
It works in Canada as well.
I got this for Miles. Your name's
Ah.
in there. It's an Alice Coltrane Transfiguration live,
This is amazing.
and I thought that you might really enjoy that
Yeah, this is amazing.
because he really enjoys.
She was married to John Coltrane.
Did you know that?
A little known
He's a
fact
saxophonist
about Alice Coltrane.
from North Carolina.
I was really hoping to find some like prime Hazelwood.
Primus?
Prime,
Oh.
yeah, some Primus. I was looking for Primus.
It's like an oyster.
I was looking for some prime Hazelwood produced Dwayne Eddy, but then the cover of this one is just so
Yeah, that's
beautiful.
pretty
And then it's
solid.
got the descriptions of the girls for all the songs,
Oh wow.
and they sound really cool. The girls.
Brenda A. I want to be wanted. Yeah, I've been into Dwayne Eddy lately.
Yeah.
I like this cover.
I know, isn't it beautiful?
That's great.
All the girls.
Sioux
Here,
Cities.
here,
Like
sweetheart,
she's like
hold the neck of my
helping hold
guitar.
the guitar.
Dwayne Eddy
Why
and
don't
the
you,
Rebels.
why don't you fret me
I
an
like
F
that.
up there?
Yeah.